surprising?
Why is it surprising that the Why Do We Do It podcast
surprising?
is back? Sorry, we never left. Okay,
Why
okay.
are
Switch
you
my phone
surprised?
on silent. Okay, here we go.
Are you surprised?
Question.
Surprised?
Question.
What up?
Will the mic hear me if I fart?
Yes, very well. But feel free. It's a podcast.
I've
The
already done it.
auditory. Oh, it wasn't a loud one.
It wasn't a lot, but like
ASMR, it's a thing.
it was a
Munyambo is part of ASMR.
Mnyambuliko.
Munyambuliko. Haha.
That word never made sense to me. Ever.
Munyambuliko, the sound of a word. How a word sounds. Munyambuliko.
But Mnyambuliko is when you.
Chubliu, munyambuliko.
But that's not what Mnyambuliko is.
That's a munyambuliko.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
I promise.
As someone who had to cram Swahili for 6 years of her life, Mnyambuliko is when you turn the thing at the end to make it a different verb thing.
Like?
So like kukatia, kukatiana, kupenda, kupendana, alipendwa,
That's not
pendeka.
Mnyambuliko.
I swear to you that's Mnyambuliko.
Hey guys, tell us what munyambuliko
Mnyambuliko is not
please.
onomatopoeia.
Yes,
It's
that's
not,
what I think it is.
It's not. It's conversion of like the suffix of the word, of the Swahili word, to make it something different at the end. Which is why it always used to blow my mind, because when I knew 5 Swa words, one of them was nyamba. How does that convert to turning what? I was very confused.
Welcome to
very
the
The podcast?
podcast.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Salutations, good people.
Salutations and good day.
So what we're talking about today is Date My Family. The reason we're talking about Date My Family is because as a household we are currently binge watching Date My Family.
Guilty pleasure.
It's a very watchable show, and for me it's watchable in a way that Tujuane was not,
Yes, much.
right? Because
Much,
Tujuane
much.
was like,
it was so much more drama, so much more
you fake
fake nonsense.
I don't eat fries. Ooh, hey. So Date My Family, I don't know if it's because it's a franchise. Did you know it was a franchise?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so Date My Family is a franchise. There's one for South Africa. There's one, I believe, for Tanzania, and there's like many. So I guess they finally decided to bring it to Kenya. So it's on Showmax, right? Which, find a friend whose subscription you can use. Woohoo! Cut down on your TV watching costs. And
COVID.
and what the premise of the show basically is which I love actually. I think people should do this actually, like in regular dating life. So
It's actually a great idea.
it's a great idea.
Yeah.
So what they do is they find single people who want to be hooked up, and they tell them to meet the families of other single people
Instead of meeting the single people themselves.
Exactly. So you go on a date
With the family.
With the family. So the family could mean like your sister, your mom, and your best friend. It could mean 3 of your friends, just like people who know you, or your chosen
Yeah.
family, I guess. Also,
The
as
people
well
who
as your
you
blood
think
family.
would represent you the best to
That's
a potential
an
date.
excellent definition. The people who you think would represent you best, and the people who will pick who they think is best for you.
Yes.
It's fantastic. First of all, before I get into my opinions, who would you pick for your 3?
Eh?
Who would you pick if I am on Date My Family? I want to date Onyi. Who are the 3 people who are going to be reviewing?
I feel you.
Uh-huh.
Let me think.
You don't think I would be too critical?
Nah.
Huh?
Then that's why you throw in the wild card John Paul and a bias Njomo.
Oh my gosh, it would be great. Actually, that's a really actually good range of your personality.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
there's your this side, there's your I like hands things and capital things and I'm tall and basketball. And then there's your USIU, I'm a very loud motherfucker who cracks all the jokes. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. I
So-
feel like between the 3 of you, you'd
Would
be
be
able to
figuring
figure
it
out
out.
something. Yeah.
Okay, I get that. I have no idea who I would pick. We were having this conversation in the kitchen the other day. I'm just like, Kylie, who did I say? I think I said Onyi. I said you. And then who was the third person? Was it like Awor or something?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. But it took me like 30 minutes to like narrow down. I can't. So,
War was the first one.
hey. So, the
Cheers.
Cheers. So like you go to the single person goes to now the guy's house or wherever they're meeting, and then the family is supposed to cook a meal also, I guess, to
It's a date,
demonstrate.
basically.
Yeah.
You host the guests.
Yeah, you host the guest.
Mm.
Okay, so we've watched a couple of episodes, and most of them were guys going to meet the girl's friends or family.
Yeah.
We just watched an episode where it's a girl going to meet the guy's
Family.
family.
Disaster.
Wow. First of all,
Zasta.
Let's just put a shout out real quick to Ntinyari, just like very quickly.
Was it Sylvia? Sylvia and Tinyari.
Yeah, like we want to meet you.
We want to hang
We
out.
want to hang out. We'll be your friends.
Us would be your friends.
Fuck these niggas.
These niggas out here don't deserve you.
They don't. None
Come,
of the
come.
niggas on her episode, like none of them deserve
Us
her.
we're here with melanin skin.
We
deep.
got you. We got you. Anything you want to wear will be fine. We
And
will
we
not
cook.
censor your boobs. We will cook for you. Okay. Onyi will cook for you. And we'll have laugh and have a good time. Girl, you're so dope. So dope. Oh my gosh, guys. These people on
Hey,
this
guys
show,
out here are just disappointing me.
they were so disappointing.
Men represent men so badly.
Please talk to your
Guy.
people at your AGM meeting. Me,
Guy.
by the way, personally, I don't understand.
I don't know. There's quality control somewhere lacking.
It
because
was
sheesh,
lacking.
bruh.
Okay. Can we talk about the first ones? So they went into the first house. Do you remember? They went to the first
The light skinned
house.
boy's house.
The light skinned boy's house, which
with the
okay,
Nigerian
so first of all,
homie.
she doesn't like light
Light-skinned
skinned boys.
boys.
But like that, she could. I feel like if he was a nice guy, like she could have gotten over it,
She
right?
could have overlooked it.
Because the three guys he picked. Oh my gosh, the three guys he picked.
The
right?
Nigerian was the only one with some
There was a
semblance of
Nigerian
sense.
guy who personally I want to date, if that's also an option, personally as myself. So this Nigerian guy was the only guy who had like a brain, but you know I also shuku his brain.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
he's hanging
Because if
around
you're
those
hanging out with
guys,
those people,
maybe he's like new in the country and he
I
hadn't
think
found friends. He's new.
Yeah.
He's new in the country.
That's possible
He even
also.
dressed differently. Even how he dressed for the date.
Even
he was
how
coming
he-
to be
how he
presented.
spoke. how he spoke to how he presented
Man,
himself.
He was coming to be a peacemaker, man.
Yeah.
Like he was.
It's like, I'm sorry about my friends.
Oh my
It's like when
gosh.
you have to apologize for your friends,
You know them.
it's not a
The
good
other
look.
two guys, Kwanzaa, the one who looked like he hadn't showered in a week. Wow.
That guy looks like a
wow.
gamer from the 90s.
Let me
just
tell you.
in a basement somewhere smelling like ball sweat
And mothballs.
and fucking crisps.
Let me tell you,
Stale
that
crisps.
guy is what Shirongigi appropriately calls a
Dusty.
dusty. Wah.
Dusty.
The
Kwanzaa ni dusty.
dustiest. The dustiest of the dust. The
Emphasis
the
on the
founder
dust.
of the Church of Dust. Wow, guys. That guy was dusty. Like, he
He couldn't even sit up straight.
He
I'm
couldn't
like,
sit up straight. He had that slouch for people who think they're cool. Oh my
it's like
gosh.
we're not playing PS. Sit
He
up,
asked her-
motherfucker.
Guys, he asked her if she like because Ati her demands were so high because she was saying she don't cook, she don't clean. But let me tell you anyway, she was saying she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean. Like she's not trying to be a dishwasher and a washing machine. She said that from the get.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
very honest, and he was like, "Oh, so you're those babes who like sponsors?" Okay, first of all, my nigga, if I like a sponsor and you're not the sponsor, kindly find the ones you want. Like, let us not hate on the people who you cannot afford. Like,
Yeah.
why is it such a big
She's
deal?
living her life. It reminds me of how people reacted to Nani's rate card. I know it's different
Oh my
things.
gosh. No.
but it's the
But
same-
I've rated myself.
Yeah.
I've rated myself. These
This
are
is
the
what I.
standards.
This
If
is
you don't want,
this is who I am, and I'm very comfortable in who I am. But you feel like you want to change me to make me into someone that you
to
want
make
to
me
date.
palatable for you.
No, thank you.
No thanks. I'm good. And she said, and throughout the episode, she was like, "Me, I'm fine with me. I'm okay
I have no
with who I am.
problems. You
These are my
guys seem to think
standards."
it's an issue.
She even said, "I don't want to be changed. Me, I'm looking to be liked
The way I am.
Villenico." Oh my gosh. So that was the first house, and it was horrible. And even the food they gave her was whack because I don't know why niggas stay looking for a bitch who can cook but can't cook for a
fucking
bitch.
anything.
I was really upset. Anyway, so we go to the
It's like, are
second
you
guy.
trying to date or have food poisoning? What's going on?
I don't know. So
Do you
now,
run a hospital
like,
on the side?
If
What's
I've just
the-
had
what's
your
the deal?
baby and I can't cook, what's the plan? And we can't afford a house help. Okay, so now you'll
So
starve.
we'll starve.
Wow.
Is it 1965?
Oh my gosh, but is it
Sounds like.
is it 1965? Is it crack? I don't know. So, second house. They go to the second house. This house, the guy's friends, at least his guy, he was nice in the face. The friends that he picked were two guys and a girlfriend of his who was cute. Even now she can
Hey,
be
she
dated.
can get it.
Yep. She was a little cutie.
He picked
I was so sad.
some semblance of sensible friends.
He picked sensible friends and they represented him well because like they were very like chill and like welcoming. They tried to cook because he also likes to cook. They were actually super nice to her.
Yeah.
And that was actually the one who I was hoping that they would pick. He did a little singing for us. He's a singer. I host
Singer,
karaoke.
actor, Nini,
Those things.
hosting
MC,
karaoke,
those
MC,
ones. Then it just
AKA Briefcase Boys.
went to shit with the third family.
Hey, Joe Luo.
Let me tell you, it's not often
The
that I'm
patriarchy
embarrassed
is
to be Luo.
strong.
It's not often because I like it's not often. This time when I was just like,
It's like, can I remove this
Can I
Luoness
remove
for a little
it?
bit? just for these
are
10
we
minutes as
sharing?
we're watching these nonsense.
How is this that we share a heritage?
Because they can't be our people.
Let me tell you guys, those guys were like, this woman must know how to cook. She must know how to cook ugali in that accent.
She must wash clothes. She must
Ah,
iron
God.
clothes.
Oh my gosh, that's what he said.
must
Wait.
Take care of me.
You're moving
She
too
must
fast. You're moving
prepare
too
my
fast.
shower water.
You're moving too fast. This nigga actually said, I want a woman who will wash my clothes and iron them. Motherfucker, I don't even iron my own clothes. Okay?
What are you talking about, son?
What? I deliberately buy clothes that I don't have
What
to
are
iron.
you talking about?
And then he was like, she must put water for me to bathe. That's what showers are for.
It's like they were
What
the
the
Chinese
fuck?
invented this thing called instant shower.
Oh my
It's
God.
latest technology,
It's
straight out of
really like
Beijing.
a titty, man.
Straight out of Beijing. I'm telling you,
I
it will
can't.
change your life. You
It'll
just
change
attach
your
it to
life.
this thing we call the shower, where
Does
the
he
water
have a
comes from the
shower?
top.
If she has to prepare the maji,
Hey.
he's bathing from a basin. What
Senior,
is that?
senior boys.
Ah, guys, it was so bad. It was
Senior.
so bad. When I get
Oh,
home,
my
she has to take
words.
off my coat. Thank you for
So
pointing out this
basically,
very important.
he was the archangel of patriarchy.
The archangel of patriarchy, but also me, I don't understand. Like, I'm not your mother, okay?
Yes. I'm
Like,
not your housekeeper.
What you're looking
I'm
for.
not your butler.
What you're looking for is someone to do
Hey.
those roles.
You need the housekeeper.
I'm wondering what she's getting out of this deal after I've taken off your
Exactly.
clothes and brought for you Maji too. He said we need to go back to the days of what's that Beyonce song? Kwa Mabawa Mababu. Kwa Mabawa Mababu. Yeah.
And these are Mababu
He was like,
Zeti.
let's go back to the days of Mababu. I mean, like, okay, are you going to like hunt and go to war and like slay food? Like, if we're gonna be doing this going back thing, there's a couple of new life
Yeah, yeah.
skills that you also
Can't
need
pick
to
and
learn.
choose.
Can't pick and Okay, so we'll knock out my 60th then, because see, Jungle. I mean, like, oh my gosh, it was so painful to watch,
It was really
and it
difficult.
made me extremely
really.
distressed because I'm just like, I know like shows that are on TV are often scripted to a certain extent. Everything
Not
on
even
TV
just
is
scripted. The production is done in such a way as to put the most conflict on the screen.
Exactly,
Because conflict drives stories.
and it's
It makes
engineered.
great TV.
It does, but
Yeah.
like,
So
I'm
it
not
could
sure.
they could have found someone particularly abrasive.
But I don't think he's like abrasive alone by himself in his pool of patriarchy. I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like the
yeah.
pool
It's
of patriarchy is a big one.
representation.
Like, it makes me
Yeah.
scared to date. I'm just like, wait, I don't think this is like a minority.
No.
Because they
It's-
were all
there's a large
all these
number of
guys,
people.
First of all the guys were saying the same thing. Can
And
you
the
cook?
girls
Can you
were
cook?
saying the
Can you
same
cook?
thing.
No,
That's
no,
the
no.
most
No, no,
fucking
no, no, no.
confusing
The
thing.
girl who was the friend in the second family did
Not
not
the
say
second
that.
family, the last
The
family.
last family, yeah. All the girls were like, the definition of a woman is a woman who can enter the kitchen and cook. And then Ntinyari, our queen, was like, so when you look into the dictionary, like the definition of woman is a woman who can cook and clean.
No.
I mean,
Also, if you're looking for a dishwasher and a washing machine, go get those.
she said that.
Yeah, yeah.
She said that.
She
I don't
did.
know. I feel like
People have a weird conception of what a partner should be and what a partner is, and what you should expect out of someone who you expect to date, or in this case, people who are even thinking about marriage.
But why were all the men so mediocre? Like, all of the women we've seen are pretty great. Like,
The
even
second
the
guy
other
had so
ones.
much promise. Actor
guy?
face.
Actor face, a really cute model one.
Actor face.
Okay, actor face.
Yeah, there was trash and actor face.
Man.
Like there was the obvious representations of nonsense, and then in the middle you're like, maybe there's some sense.
Oh my gosh. So we were hoping that there was sense, and then the
They
one
went
she
on the
picked
date, yeah.
was the second one. Sorry, spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, the second one. Yeah, spoiler if you want to watch it. Sorry. Woi. Woi. But it's okay. You
So,
live.
you'll know the one
It's
she
still
picked.
exciting.
You'll know the one she picked. So the second one, right? They go on the date.
The,
She
the
looked.
date with the family first went well, Nini. So they had rapport, and it was looking promising. So the date comes.
Alas, alack, a babe is looking more.
Fire.
Fire upon the place.
All
Right?
the white with a slit from here to high
It
heaven.
was fantastic.
Her thighs are amazing.
It was a glory to behold.
Amazing.
Amazing.
A
So they
babe
go on
was
the date.
dressed for the date.
Dressed for the date. Even the dude, he had a nice cablazer.
Yeah,
It
he was
chill.
looking alright.
He was looking alright. They go on the date. They sit down, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know if he had been hiding it or he had downplayed the importance of how he needs a babe to cook.
Or yeah. Maybe he had downplayed something, or I don't know, something just. What she said also had a hint of truth for me. It's like you're intimidated. You saw me and you felt I might not be the kind of girl who you're used to dating or who you might think is appropriate for you, and so you don't know what to do.
Yeah, but like, so now you don't know what to do, so now we're going to like
Yeah,
demonetize my.
so you have to make the person feel small because clearly he's, even on the date, you remember when he was describing himself, I do karaoke, I do this. He's performing the dance that
He was
a lot of
performing a
fucking
dance.
people do. Oh, this is what I do, therefore I am this big.
Yeah.
I am better for doing so many things. XX, you must
But she
now
hadn't
adore
even said
me.
anything
It's
for
like, no
him
one
to be
cares.
intimidated.
Yeah.
She was trying to get to know him. She was being super
Intimidation
friendly.
is never about the person who is the intimidator or the perceived intimidator. Intimidation is a thing that someone feels with or without your input.
Maybe that's why like the friends of the first guy were meaning if it's nothing about what she said, because from when she checked into the door, they were like already
Yeah.
fucking. Anyway,
People have a certain mindset still. It's fucking wild to see that you can still judge someone by how they look as opposed to how they behave and who they are.
because she
You
was. I
see
felt
someone
like,
and you're like, oh my God.
yeah, I feel like she was actually trying to get to
Fucking
know him. She was like,
wild.
so tell me what you do, and she was like, can you sing a little song? And he
Yeah.
sang, and it was fun. Like he has a really
It was
nice
going
voice.
well.
It was going so well, and then we bring up the.
Then she
cooking.
said, I don't cook, nigga.
You know what? I think the
Then he
reason I'm
became
ready to be friends
obsessed.
with Ntinyari is because this too is my experience. Every time I tell a nigga I don't cook and they don't believe me, or I'm not having children and they don't believe me. Every
Hey,
time,
don't believe me, just
'cause,
watch.
right? It always goes. It's how to separate the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I say I don't do something
Put
traditional,
some conflict.
it's going to.
It's always
like,
good to have some conflict
I
on the
think
first
so.
date.
I think so.
So that
how
you
they
can see how
react.
people behave under duress. Not a lot of conflict, just a little bit.
What kind of conflict? I don't. cook.
Controversial conversation.
Okay, tell me something that you would say that was controversial on a date. Because me, I already have. I don't cook. I don't want children.
I don't know. It depends on the.
Oh,
on
I know
the
what you
woman.
could say. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I asked you the question.
Go ahead.
You'll be like, I don't really believe in God or church.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I use that all the time.
Yeah.
That's my truth bomb.
That's a go.
Then I stand back and I watch
Waves
my
of truth.
handiwork. I'm just like, what's gonna happen? Are you gonna surf? Are you gonna drown?
I like it. I like it. Guys, tell us your truth bombs, by the way, in the comments. Me, I've
Truth
already
bombs are
said that.
amazing. You need them for dating because it lets you have a clear insight into a person's true personality.
And I think
'Cause
you need
people
them
can
mapema.
behave.
You need them mapema.
You need them as early as possible
Mm-hmm.
because you'll see these red flags much easier.
Wow, those guys had many red flags.
Son!
One of the red flags in
Son!
the earlier ones, I think, was the babe who was like, check if he has money or something like that.
What?
Also, not that money is not important. I too like money. There's not a soul alive who doesn't like money,
I
right?
mean, I don't like money.
You like money.
No, I don't.
You like having money?
No.
You like the things money can do?
There we go.
Okay. But that's
So I
under
don't
the
like
group.
money.
But you like what money can do.
I like things.
Like,
Things can
so
be gotten
everyone,
without money.
But everyone
If we
in
didn't
life.
have to have money, I would be very happy.
So exactly. So everyone in life, if we could do the things that we wanted and get the things we wanted without having to do the money
for
thing,
some people, money is a power thing. It's a control thing.
and you can tell the ones where it's like cash rules everything around me. I'm not talking about that level. I'm
Okay,
talking
cool.
about But this babe was a cash rules everything around me kind of babe. Like me liking you will be dependent not on your personality or your
It's
intelligence
just
or
how
your
much money
degree,
you have.
how much money you got. And while there's a place for that on, Keeping Up or OnlyFans or what, make your money.
Yeah,
sis.
make your money.
it.
Make your money.
I think like if you're the
tough out
type
here.
of person who doesn't like that, you need to realize that very early. Because
Yeah,
there's also
exactly.
guys like that who will be perfectly willing to do the things you want and give you the money you want, and we can be very happy for the rest of our lives. Just find someone who's also traveling in your lane. It's the same way our Ntinyari, our queen, was saying, right? I hear the woman you want. And she was so respectful.
Yeah, I hear the woman you want. It's not me.
Go and find
That
woman
woman.
that you
It's
want.
cool.
She
We
said-
don't need to endelay this
she
date, by
said,
the way.
she was so nice about it. That nigga
She's
was
too
so
polite.
rude.
But I
she
think
was-
it's like it's also like a built-in response that women have had to develop over the years because of how niggas behave.
Mm.
Like you don't want to agitate a motherfucker in case something happens.
It's true, because shit happens. Oh my gosh. Do you remember the one where it was a Mkorino chick and a really cute like model dude from, was it KU or JKU? I'm not sure which one. And like they go on the date, he knows that he's not religious. He picks the Mkorino chick, takes her to Olesereni, right? And then says, "Oh, see, now you're gonna go home with me." Note, this is a babe who's never been to like the club. The only time she stays up all night is to kesha and pray and fast. You're saying on the first date, a guy she just met.
Yeah.
I mean, fam, like
She
can we just
seemed
align
ready
our
though, but
expectations?
also he was reaching, Sana.
I think he was reaching, but I also think that hey, men in Nairobi don't know what they want. And I say this from my limited experience with Date My Family and my mixers. Let me tell you something. As in,
Men are rudderless.
oh my gosh, rudderless in a wild storm, rudderless in a sea of truth bombs. They just have no fucking clue. Like, oh, I want to get serious. Okay, I will introduce you to. This has happened to me far too many times. I will introduce you to a chick who wants to get serious.
Yeah.
Actually, what I wanted was something casual. I think men get confused. Let me tell you why I think men get confused. I think there's so many options for men, right? Because the supply and demand is not matched.
There's so many good options.
There's so many good options.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to a restaurant and the menu is too big. You know
Yeah.
that thing? I need a small,
But it's
succinct
like
menu.
But it's like a Michelin star restaurant.
Exactly.
You're like, God damn it.
Can I
There's
have
so
everything?
much.
There's so much. I must have 6
I don't know
courses.
what.
So with babes will get confused when there are many options, which is also an experience I have with the mixer. Like, they'll get like very like a babe who has no
Nonchalant.
options. And I know this sounds terrible, but like I'm just speaking from the facts that I have previously attested to.
Yeah, we
So,
know babes
like,
are trash.
shut up. So babes will get confused if they have many options, okay? But niggas stay confused because they've always had many options. Does that make sense? And so like it's like when I do a mixer and like we've hooked up people and it's great and there's some couples where 2 months later it's just like, oh, he was on Tinder talking to 5 other babies at the same time. The fuck? This is a guy who was like, oh, I want to be, I'm ready to settle down.
Nah, bullshit.
Guys, I don't know. In fact, someone needs to direct me. You know what mixer I'm thinking of doing next? You know how your friends know you relatively well? I want people to refer their friends to the mixer as opposed to referring themselves. You bring me a dude who you feel is serious, who you feel like like when he says that stuff. You know how like I would never ever refer you for a mixer because I know you don't want to be in like, or you're not like in that frame of mind at the moment. You could meet someone who could put you in the frame of mind, but like currently you're not in the frame of mind. So if there was a mixer for people who are not in that frame of mind, I'll bring you. You know, like I want someone who knows you to bring you. Not
Synergy,
you.
synergy.
Yeah, because it's
You
too
must
difficult
be.
in these streets.
You must match the energy.
It's too difficult.
Hey, but it's a thing. Because it goes both ways, huh? The men are really slacking.
Do you think men are slacking, or am I just coming from a men are trash perspective?
No, the things I've seen just casually from acquaintances and even just random people I meet. I think guys are confused or undecided or unsettled. There's a spirit of just excitement that can't be in one place. You can't settle down with one person. You can't. It's that. I think it stems from a place of the negative connotations that people have with emotions, especially for men. You can't feel these feelings. You can't just love someone entirely. What do you mean? That's not manly. That's not this. So there's an element of that involved in you might think you're serious, or maybe that day you had some shots of whiskey, so you're feeling courageous and you're like, Abby, I'm serious, I want someone to date. But then the conundrum that we always run into as guys is oftentimes women say things, the things that they say are a fraction of how serious they actually are. Like if a babe says I'm ready to date, she's even ready for marriage.
Yeah.
If a guy says he's ready to date, he's not even ready to go on a date.
He's like, okay, now I'm
A
ready
date,
to
not to date, to go on a date. Even just one date, it becomes, hey, wow.
So why don't they just like say what they're trying to?
I don't know. It's also being in touch with yourself. It's
Okay,
difficult.
so how to solve this then is my next question. Like,
That's a
what
good
are we
question.
doing? What are we doing? We just wait until everybody grows up because it doesn't also.
It's not a growing up thing.
It's a what?
It's a deciding thing. It's growing
So now
up,
we
but
must
it's
wait
growing up is
until-
not an age thing. Like you won't.
True. No,
it
sorry,
won't
I meant
happen
growing
by
up in the
mistake.
brain as opposed
Yeah.
to in the age. But now, like, okay, so we now must wait for men to decide.
There's no
because
masturbating.
if you look at it,
It must
yeah,
be taught.
women are still not at that stage where they're going to propose to guys.
No,
That's just we're not there.
it's not happening.
It's not happening. So even
Also,
with
Kenyan
all
babes are too
the,
fine.
even
It's
with
never
all, like,
gonna happen.
even with all like the feminism, fantastic, yay, fantastic. But I don't know a single woman who will propose to a
It's
dude.
not gonna happen.
So
It's not gonna happen.
the onus, the onus is a bad word. The prerogative. No, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking
What do you
for.
mean?
Like it's still put on men to make that
Yeah,
final
honest is
step
okay.
for commitment.
Honest is fine.
No, honest sounds like duty. Like I don't think it's your duty to wife me.
It's
I
not
think
duty,
like you
it's
still have
more
the
like-
power. What I'm saying is, guys still have the power to do that final step because no woman is going to ask you to marry
Yeah,
them. The majority of women will not ask you to marry them.
Yeah, a large
So,
majority.
A large majority. So we must now all wait for men to decide.
Nah,
Then,
I don't know.
okay. Even me, I don't know.
Maybe this men's conference thing that's been a running joke needs to be a thing,
It needs to be a
an
thing.
actual thing.
It needs to be a thing.
But then who'll speak? I can't claim to be an authority on this shit. No one
You're
is
not
an authority.
You're just a man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nothing
Everybody
about
is.
being- Or everyone needs to go on. What's this show? It's on Showmax. Also, it's a black dude, Ready to Love.
Never watched it.
Okay, so Ready to Love has Uncle Tommy.
Oh, not Uncle Ruckus.
You're so foolish.
No relation.
No relation. So, Uncle Tommy is this guy who's like a radio host or whatever in Atlanta or whatever, and like guys come on the show to date, and a lot of the guys are bullshit, and
Yeah.
he calls them out a lot. He's just like, "What are you doing, my dude? Like, you know you're playing with 3 of these chicks.
Yeah.
Pick a chick,
Or don't pick a chick.
or don't pick a chick and leave the fucking chick."
Yeah.
Like he's very like straightforward,
Mm.
and I don't think it's because he's been married for 22 years, which he
No, no,
has.
no.
I think it's just like he sees through
The
a lot of
bullshit.
this. Yeah, everyone needs to go. There needs to be a man training. There needs to be like a finishing school. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for dudes.
Like man enough, but better.
but more than enough.
Bah, 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 bah,
I still
bah.
feel like
More
Man
than
En-
enough.
I feel like Man Enough was trash though, but that's a whole other episode. Guys,
Yeah.
let us know what you think is the cure to this conundrum of the sexes, of the genders, of the peoples. Yes.
How can we bridge the gap?
Because it doesn't make sense. We can't be over here, women are living in 2060, and you guys over here in 1865 looking for dishwashers and water heaters in human form. What the fuck?
It's not ideal.
What the fuck?
It's not a good look either.
Angalau Niku is single.
Hey, Angalau.
Hey, my guys.
Let's do better.
Yeah, and leave your comments in the comments.
Alright, peace.
Peace.